stream, and I've never given out my personal email address or anything, so there is absolutely no way you could have found it unless you were to say, get my IP address or something, or somehow surf the internet and get everything, and get my information.
Well,
So my question is how come you have been here talking to me and my mother for the last 15 minutes? Because you were saying that I have a problem with not going out with friends or anything, when it's obvious that all you do in your spare time is harass random people you find on the internet.
actually, I don't do that in my spare time. I do that in kind of like the extra time I have when I'm not doing like stuff that I do in my spare time. So it's kind of like the spare time that I have.
Oh, so you have spare time.
Yeah, because like in my spare time I go out and talk to humans instead of talk to Minecraft players. And in my spare time I call you and ask you why you harassed my little brother.
Oh, okay, so what exactly did I say to your little brother?
I don't remember. That was...
Okay, now wait a minute though, but your little brother watches while you are doing that. So if you're not there doing it, then how can your little brother be watching?
I'm sorry?
You said that your little 7-year-old brother watches while you watch.
Yes.
He's not watching when you're not there, so what you just said doesn't make any sense.
The thing is, he plays the games that I play because he enjoys them, because it's Minecraft, it's like building and stuff. He loves just playing around on there. And I have Google Chrome where it saves your most recent visited pages, and I told him about Twitch and everything. And so he went on and he looked at Twitch, and Ryan's thing was the last thing I was on, and so it went to Ryan's stream. And
well, you need to make it so that your little brother can't go on where there are boys that are 13, 14, 15 years old, because those are like the filthiest things that ever walked on earth are 13, 14, and 15-year-old boys. You know that. I'm sure if you aren't one of those ages right now, you have been there, and so you know what I'm saying. So your 7-year-old boy should not be doing that. When Ryan was that age, he was playing the other kind of games that you can play. He wasn't playing anything like Minecraft or the other murderous shoot 'em up games that are on there. He needs to be playing age-appropriate games for a 7-year-old boy.
Have you seen Minecraft? Minecraft is the farthest thing you can get from shoot 'em up.
Minecraft is perfectly safe for a 7-year-old boy. It's but
not when there's 14-year-old boys that he's watching play it.
Well, yeah, that is wrong.
Well, then you attacked him personally.
He doesn't even know your little... I mean, I'm not condoning whatever he said. I'm not condoning if he said something bad to a 7-year-old boy. But I don't think that he did, because he's very respectful of children, young little baby children, children of all ages, all the way up to 115. He's pretty respectful. If he's being disrespectful, then there could be a talk. It's not going to be because you said it. It's going to be because I have overheard it. But I don't think that when I heard it, I don't think your 7-year-old brother was up at that time. And if he was, then your mother needs to be checking in on him and getting him in bed, because 7-year-old boys do not need to be up at 2 o'clock in the morning. And that's when I have heard Ryan saying, like, pissed off. Now, that's not, I don't know what you're claiming that he said to your little brother, but I did hear him talking about being pissed off.
Okay, that's nowhere near the language.
He doesn't even know what I said to his little brother.
But I can hear him, and I have heard some of his language, and it's mostly just, dude, don't do that, don't do that, no. And I don't see where that can hurt your 7-year-old brother.
Well, maybe that's when he's talking loudly because he's angry or something. But when he's
I can hear him when he's talking. He's talking loudly the whole time. He screams through the whole game. I think it's retarded. My personal self, I think it's stupid. But I guess that's what 14-year-old boys do. I don't know how old you are. How old are you?
I'd rather not give that away if that's okay.
Okay, so you don't want to even tell us so much as your age. yet you think it's perfectly all right to go stalk me online and get out everything about me.
Sure, if you offended my little brother.
Well, the thing is, I didn't. If he's offended by a regular Minecraft gameplay, well, then he can just get off the internet, because he's too young in the first place, and apparently he can't handle very much at all.
He's 7.
Well, I'm saying it's a simple Minecraft live stream. If he can't handle that, then he can get off. First of all, he is too young to be on Twitch. And second of all, it's just retarded the way you keep calling here and harassing us.
I'm not harassing you.
Yeah, you really are.
Yeah, you really are.
You
Calling...
You called like 2 and 3 times in a row.
That's not harassment. That's just...
Yeah, unfortunately, and I don't know, I'm sure you probably do know this, because you sound like you are a know-it-all and you know everything, but it is against the law. It is a federal offense for you to harass people over the phone. It really is.
I'm
And
not
I
a
know
know-it-all. I don't know everything.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the way you called and presented yourself, you are coming across to me as someone who thinks that he knows it all.
Yeah, and from the looks of it...
Ryan, I wish you would shut up, okay? I mean, I want this to be the last phone call that we hear from Stephen and his little friend Stephanie calling up and saying, you know, you didn't have to have Stephanie call and ask for Ryan. That in itself tells me that you aren't really all that old. You are still immature.
Actually, I wanted to talk to Ryan because last time that I called saying that I was Steven, you said don't call here and hung up.
No, you hung up on me.
Last time?
Yeah, you hung up on me.
Well, when I
was telling you what I wanted to say to you, the phone went click because you didn't want to hear what I had to say.
Okay, I honestly don't remember that, but...
Well, I honestly do.
Okay, well, I'm glad we're all being honest.
Well, we're not really being all that honest because you still haven't told me how old you are.
That's not honesty.
And might I speak with your mother?
With my mother?
Yeah, could you put your mother on the phone so
Well,
I can speak with her?
I am sorry to say that she is not here anymore.
Oh my God!
You're sorry to say that your mother is deceased? Or she just ran off with someone else, or what?
She is deceased.
Yeah. Well, can I speak with your father?
You can, if you would like to.
Yeah, I would.
Okay. Dad!
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am?
Who am I speaking with?
Excuse me?
Who am I speaking to?
John?
Oh, yeah, okay. Stephen, if there was any way that I could really actually speak to your father, I would appreciate that.
Excuse me, ma'am?
I prefer speaking to your mother.
She is no longer with us, and it's really upsetting me that you'd be so ignorant to such a fact.
And it's very immature of you to be doing
No, ma'am. This is a recent death in the family, and I don't appreciate you taking it as a joke. Seriously.
Well, I don't appreciate, Stephen, I don't appreciate you pretending like your father is on the phone. I do not want you to call our house anymore, and I am serious.
Ma'am.
I am serious as a heart attack. We'll call the police if you call here to my house anymore, because this is ridiculous, and it is getting old, and I do not want you calling this house anymore.
Hello, Miss Dean?
Yes, this is my son. He got on the other line. This is not the same person.
Well, I don't care if it's the same person or not. Whoever I'm talking to, do not call this number ever again.
Can I know what's going on? My son hands me this phone and tells me that this woman wants to talk to me. You know more than I do, ma'am. I wish you would tell me what's going on.
That's my dad. He doesn't know what's going on.
I will let your son tell you if indeed you really are Stephen's father, John. I will let him tell you. I do not want him calling. I do not want Stephen, whatever your last name is, to call Wilton to call this. What?
Can you tell me what he's been doing?
He calls here at all hours of the night about my son. My son's on the computer, and I don't know anything about this streaming thing and this Minecraft game. I don't know anything about it. I don't want to know anything about it. But I want this bickering to stop. And the only way that it can stop, I know Ryan does not ever call your house, and I don't want Stephen to call this house anymore. Now, they don't get along. They don't need to talk. It was fine if they were friends. I was okay with that when I thought they were friends. But you guys are not friends, so I don't want you calling here anymore.
Did your son tell you that my son was harassing him? Or did you take it upon yourself to believe that he was harassing him?
No, I took it upon myself because I've heard because of the phone calls that keep coming here. It's harassment. I came upon that myself. Dude?
Ma'am.
What?
Ma'am, do not call me dude.
I didn't call you dude. I thought you called me dude.
No, ma'am, I did not. I'm being respectful, and I'm trying to keep my cool right now.
Well, I think right now, I really think that I'm speaking to Stephen. I really
Ma'am,
don't believe
you talked to my son. You talked to my son on the other line.
You don't sound like you don't. You're not even coming across as an adult. I am an adult myself. I've been around the block a couple of times, and I really feel like I'm talking to Stephen right now. I don't feel like you are.
28 years old.
What?
I'm 20 years old. I'm not. If you're expecting some grizzly bearded man, no, I'm 28 years old. I had my kid early, and I don't appreciate
years old
talking
and you have a child that's. How can you be 28 years old and have a son?
I had fun in high school.
Above 14 years old. He's like between 16 and 18 years old. I don't think that that's physically possible.
My kid is about to turn 14 next month, actually. I had a kid very early.
So Stephen is only 14?
Ma'am, he'll be turning 14 soon.
So he's not even 14.
His age, no, ma'am. His age. This is not important. This isn't important. You're getting off topic. Fact is, though, my son hands me a phone with you going crazy on him about harassment when you obviously you told me yourself, ma'am.
Why do you allow him to keep making phone calls? I don't. You live in Chicago, supposedly?
I told you
it's past 11 o'clock. Why is your 13-year-old kid making phone calls at this time of night?
I don't know about what he does on the phone. I trust my child. I don't keep a tight leash on him. I don't know how things go down in your house, but it's only 9 o'clock here. It's not late. School doesn't start in our school district until next Monday.
9 o'clock in Chicago?
Yes, ma'am. Have you looked at a time map?
Well, is there any way that you can stop your son from calling my house? Because he has called.
I will gladly give him a talking to, but I also, at the same time, do not appreciate you taking it upon yourself, as you said, to just say that it's harassment.
It is. He has harassed. He has
called. According to what you're saying, he has called you multiple times, trying to talk to your son. At no point did you ever say that he was insulting your son or being rude to him or doing anything of the sorts.
He has been rude to my son. The very first time he called here,
you told me you took it on yourself.
You know what, Stephen? You are really funny. You know what? I'm going to hang up now because I'm tired of playing your little game, and I am going to hang up now. And do not call back. Stephen, do not call this house again because I will report the call. In fact, I am going to report it now. And if you call again, it will be a federal offense.
Can you report it twice for me? I'm sorry, can you...
Oh, shit.